Ladies and gents, welcome back to Sefian's World Tour. So, since the last episode, a lot has really happened. Basically, in the last episode, I believe I said that maybe I'll just resign and see what kind of offers I can get and what offers I can field that way. I never did that. I didn't resign. I was going back and forth. If you resign, maybe the clubs will say, well, why did you resign? But if you don't, then maybe clubs will say, well, you know, you're under contract. What are we supposed to do? But in the end, I didn't resign. I kept playing. So last episode, we beat Madura United 3-2 in the Supercopa of Indonesia, putting a little bit more silverware in our cabinet and hopefully a little bit more in our star rating. But from there, we've been storming the league. However, with that said, my main focus has been simply finding a new job. I'm not going through the league, going through every game and all that. So what I did is a couple of these matches, I believe this Persipura match, this Persib match definitely, and the PSM match definitely, I took a holiday for a day. I didn't even want to play these games. You know, I'll play a few games here and there, but I basically just sim these things. Siafi took over, and I was concentrating more on the job search, and this is what happened. But in terms of the job search, so what did actually happen is I was just basically every day or two going into the job market trying to figure out, you know, what I can apply to and applying for everything. Which, mental note, for anyone who's looking at doing something like this, if you apply to a shitload of jobs, other teams will start wondering why you're applying to a shitload of jobs and they'll start questioning it. And it's a little weird. But anyway, so in this position, I did get a couple of offers. One was from India. Honestly, coming from Indonesia, I didn't think that India would give me much of not a challenge, but it wouldn't boost my star rating at all. And the teams there were a star, just like Persipam is. And so I decided, no India, sorry. Then there was a South African team who actually came in for me. They didn't submit an offer, but they really wanted me apparently, because I got an email saying my job application was unsuccessful because Persipam were unwilling to lower their compensation fee. So I tried to get the board to say, please, I just want to look at the job. And they said, yeah, no way, get back to work. So they were not happy. But after that is kind of when the downfall started. A team called Fuli HK. Let's see. Fuli HK in the Hong Kong Premier League came in for me. Another one where I was actually really intrigued to go to Hong Kong. I mean, if you look at locations, Hong Kong really interests me. I don't know anything about their football league, but Hong Kong itself, right next to China, I thought, wow, this actually could be very interesting. But then I took a look. They're only 1 star in reputation. Again, same as the India job, same as my Persipam job. And I thought, I don't really know if that's worth it. You can see some of these other teams do have the half star added. So maybe I could have gotten Fuli to a 1.5 star. But in the end, it didn't interest me. I wanted to move up at least 1.5 to above stars. So only 1 star really didn't attract me too much. Hong Kong, yes. The 1 star, no. And the rest of the league, not so much. But since things with Persipam were kind of on the downhill slide, I delayed this offer for about a week. And then I started realizing Persipam, they're not doing it for me. And so I resigned. I fully resigned from the team. Sorry, you're Persipam fans. I loved every player that I had on there. I loved my players. I think Jantra, Triagi, Ahmad, all are fantastic players. Oh, and by the way, just so you know, right after I started playing these games, and Triagi has found the back of the net in 3 matches in a row. And one of them, this one I'm going to show you right now, is freaking fantastic. I don't know how he did it, but he pulled off one of the most incredible shots. 1 times it. He cannot hit it any other day of the week from that angle. He skies it or sends it left or right. But today, upper left-hand corner. I don't know how the F he did that. But then another set of fantastic shots in the PSM match and the Persipura match. I don't know what the hell got into it. But these players, Octavius, Maniani, obviously there are some players here that I am going to keep an eye on, because who knows, maybe at some point I would like to bring them back. So finally, I resign. I call my Persipam career over and done with. Love the team, but got to move on. Got to move forward. Got to look forward. Got to keep going up. Fuli came in again. I said, okay, give me another week. I gotta think, I gotta think these things through and figure out, if this is really a team I want to go with, or is this the only offer that I'm going to get? And the next day, right after I delayed the second offer, another team came in for me, and this one stuck. Ladies and gents, I proudly present my new club, smack dab in the middle of wine country, 25 minutes from the ocean, 45-minute drive from beautiful Cape Town, South Africa, Stellenbosch FC. So Oldman takes Stellenbosch FC hot seat in what may be seen as a surprise appointment. The Stellenbosch FC board has named a virtually unknown American head coach as their new boss. Sefian Oldman, who turns blah, 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 was introduced to fans and journalists alike at the Athlone Stadium this morning. Oldman, an Indonesian Super League Head Coach of the Year winner in 2019, brings a blend of experience and proven credentials with him to his new job. That was the thing. Every interview I had, nobody really wanted to hire me, even though I was doing really fantastic in Indonesia, I've got to say. But they kept saying no, whatever. But Oldman lifted the Indonesian League One with Persipam in January and will now be afforded the chance to enhance his reputation by bringing success to his new club. Welcome. I am on a £825 a week salary for the next year. Let's hope it continues. I have not gone through this very much. We got 2 lone players in. Yanga, Baliso, who looks good. Again, I got to stop with the stars. Some of the numbers are looking good. I've got to figure out what is actually a good set of numbers to be with. These are slightly better than what I was dealing with at Persipam, but some good 10s and higher, but some of these 7-3, 1-4. Granted, he's a center back, so I'm not too worried about that. But some of these average ratings, 6, 7, 9, is probably not going to start cutting it anymore. So I've got to start seeing what's happening. We got some players want to join specific teams. So a background, South African National First Division. They've got 1 trophy. South African National First Division Coastal. I don't know what the difference is there. 2010. Year founded 2016. What's 2010? Although Stellenbosch, okay. So founded in 2016, Stellenbosch Football Club are a professional South African club currently playing in the South African National First Division. There is a division above us, so there is room to grow. Historically, Stellenbosch have also been known as Vasco. Stellenbosch finished 11th in the National First Division last season. Their club play at the home games at Athlone Stadium and possesses good training facilities and average youth facilities. The club's training ground is Stellenbosch University, which is right next door almost. The club also has a junior coaching and has average junior coaching and an average youth recruitment network. Although Stellenbosch FC are enduring a 9-year barren spell, having not won a competition since 2010, here you go. The club still have a history of which they can be justly proud. Stellenbosch won the South African second tier in 2010 and 2010. So anyway, let's see. Create an impressive average of 5 chances per 90 minutes. Having impressed going forward against a 4-4-2, so maybe a 4-2-3-1 is what we should look at. There are a number of talented young prospects at the club. Effective from through balls, a 5 of total. Okay. So we got some good players. Average attendance is very poor. So hopefully winning will do some wonders of that. 4-2-3-1 hasn't been very effective, conceding an average of 5 chances per 90 minutes. Okay. 4-2-3-1 wide has been a source of problems. Vulnerable against a 4-2-3-1 wide. Could do with more than just Jared Morrell able to play on the left wing. Not a great deal of depth. Yeah, the squad itself is tiny. Not what I'm used to. Obviously, they're on vacation because they're coming back. But ability-wise, star-wise, looking very good. However, average ratings, not so much. Mabua on the right wing looks like he's probably our best. Carl Lark at striker or one of the wingers. Our goalie, 8682, not too shabby. So, and then our under 19s, again, not a big team at all. However, potential for the club. 2 fantastic players in Kumalo and Jacobus, and then 2 others that are on their way up. Dladla, is that an L? Yeah, Dladla and Mafakisa. Oh, I go, but 587 average rating. Holy crap. Granted, 2+1 appearances. Damn. So I got a lot to deal with and figure out. I don't know tactically what I'm going to do. So there's a 4-2-3-1 wide, DM wide. There's the 4-4-2. I don't know. So we're going to see. But that is the introduction to the new club. Our finances, we are a little bit above £43,000 transfer budget. So I don't know what we're going to do. I've got to still look at all this and figure things out. So ladies and gents, let's take a look at where we find ourselves now. Now, I've done this a couple of times in trying to deal with this episode, and I'm not really sure what to do. The game itself says that we play at the Athlone Stadium, or I'm guessing Athlone Stadium, soccer stadium used for the World Cup of 2010. So this is where the game thinks we are. It is, I had mentioned that it's 45 minutes outside of Cape Town. Well, Cape Town is this is Cape Town right here. So I don't really know. It's basically an outlier for Cape Town. See, Cape Town's here, Athlone Stadium's here. However, when I was doing this search first, Stellenbosch is over here. So I don't know why the game is saying that they play at the Athlone Stadium. Or if you go on Wikipedia, you'll see Stellenbosch University is here, which the club, the welcome letter mentioned that is one of our training grounds. But the Kotzenburg Athletic Stadium is where we actually play. So actually, let's go to the Kotzenburg Stadium. Yeah, so that's the same thing. So it's right there is where, Wikipedia says we play. Either way, I don't know. But, so let's actually see the real distance. Be Athlone Stadium. Directions to Cape Town. So it's 15 minutes. It's a 15-minute drive. Not too far whatsoever. Maybe get a nice cruise out of here. The V&A waterfront. Harborside Commercial and Residential Hub. That might not be a bad place to look for a place to live. Wow, it actually kind of looks like Seattle. It's gorgeous. Anyway, so this is where we find ourselves. I'm going to stick with the fact that it's saying the Athlone Stadium. So for right now, this is what we find ourselves. This is our new office, basically. Joseph Stone Auditorium. KFC. They got a KFC here. Find myself right in my American... Oh my gosh. But this is where we find ourselves off Cross Boulevard, Athlone Stadium, home of one of the World Cup 2010 matches. Nearby restaurants. What's a nearby restaurant? India restaurant. Wembley Roadhouse Takeaway. Tai Chung. Closing soon. So, plenty to do, plenty to see. I guess this is where we're going to be spending a lot of time. But this is where we are. Stellenbosch FC. We do have, it's 36 days until the next, let's go to schedule, until our next match. You can see they had a very poor run of form. Bombela United is actually the one that came in for us, and they could not agree to a compensation fee with Persebon. Oh well. FS Stars fucked me over. I had told them, they said, well, you're in the mix for a whole bunch of other jobs. Why is that? And I said, well, to tell you the truth, if you're really interested in me, I'm happy to let go of all those other jobs. Then they went with someone else. So I had about 4 or 5 other possibilities that I applied for, and they said, nope. So anyway, but we did not do very well, unfortunately. So we're going to have to figure out how to turn this around, and we'll see. So the next episode, we start our new season. Let's see how we do.